Hi guys, this is Zach from Watches on You, and today we're again at Wixon Jewelers, and we are reviewing a very, very special timepiece. This is the Parmigiani Tonda 1950 Tourbillon with a rose gold case and that nice blue dial. So now we're going to take it down to the pad and we'll get a more in-depth look at this watch. Okay guys, so here's the watch in greater detail, and right off the bat you can just see how stunning this case is. I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic in the light. The light gleams off every single angle, and of course you can see that is polished all around. It looks absolutely fantastic. There are no blemishes in the polishing. It is completely consistent throughout, and it looks very, very good. Another thing I'd like to mention on this is I really like how the lugs, you can kind of see how they kind of pop out on the edges a little bit. Really kind of makes the watch look more unique, as most watches lugs just kind of fit seamlessly into the case. I really actually do like this. It kind of adds a really unique aspect to it. And now moving on to the dial, and obviously the main feature of this watch, the tourbillon. So the dial is a nice deeper blue dial with Geneva striping on it that really provides it a very unique look, and looks absolutely fantastic in the light. I mean, sometimes you can't even notice it, but then when it hits that light, it looks absolutely stunning. And there are actually two other dial options that you can get with this. You can get it in a black jade or a white jade, and that dial would actually be made out of jade, the actual stone. So then those also look absolutely fantastic. But I do really like this blue as well, as it comes with the nice rose gold case. And now moving on to the tourbillon on this dial, that looks also very fantastic, and this is obviously the main feature of this watch. So it is a flying tourbillon, and it rotates every 60 seconds. You can see that little blue kind of hand on the cage there, and that acts as your subdial seconds. So it just looks really cool, and I love the window allowing you just to peer in there and look at that fantastic watchmaking. So now the story behind the tourbillon is invented by Abraham Louis Breguet, and he was around the late 1700s to 1800s, and he had a lot of contributions to watchmaking in general. But I mean, the tourbillon on this watch is absolutely fantastic. There have been a lot of innovations since then, and now I mean they've been able to get incredibly thingy using very special materials. Like this one's tourbillon cage is made out of titanium, and that's what allows this watch to get so thin, and that was really the goal of this watch, to make as thin of an automatic tourbillon as possible. So, and this watch actually does currently hold the record for the thinnest micro rotor flying tourbillon on the market today, which is actually quite a big achievement for them. And you can see the micro rotor when you hear me saying that. That's what that is right there in the upper right corner of the movement. And what that, so normally with automatic watches they have a rotor that covers half of the movement and then goes around, but this one has a very small micro rotor that allows this watch to become very thin, and it also lets you see the movement in much greater detail, as it doesn't cover up any of the aspects of the movement. And I really do like micro rotors, as they do offer a very cool aspect to the watch. Now moving on to the wrist shot of this watch. Now bear with me here, my other arm that I usually wear watches on is actually have a small fracture in it, so I cannot use it for the wrist shot, but I'll do it on my right hand this time. But I mean, it looks incredible on the wrist. I love the look of the blue dial on that on there. It looks very good in the light, shines very well. I love the gold, and also it is incredibly comfortable, as it has a very nice black alligator strap that is actually made by Hermes, specifically for Parmigiani. So I mean, very high quality, and that is really going to stand the test of time. And it is so comfortable because you can see on the inside Hermes uses their signature kind of orange leather that is very soft, and there it actually does say bracelet Hermes, if I can get that in focus. Yeah, so there we go. It says, so this is made by Hermes and is very comfortable. Then you have a nice rose gold not deployment clasps, just standard pin buckle. That is also very nice. I actually prefer pin buckles in some cases, as deployments I can find they're a little harder to put on sometimes and take off. So overall, this watch is absolutely fantastic. The quality is definitely evident all throughout the piece. The movement with that tourbillon looks absolutely fantastic when you look at the case back, and it functions beautifully. So this watch retails here at Wixon Jewelers for a large price tag of $130,000. $1,000, but for actually what you're getting, that isn't that bad. I mean, the ultra thin tourbillon is very, very hard to make, and I mean, really has a lot of good watchmaking that was put into this. So yes, you can purchase this watch here at Wixon Jewelers, who's an authorized retailer of Parmigiani, and please remember to check out other reviews and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.